Hey everybody, Ron from Back in the Fairway here, and I'm actually reshooting this video today, even though I had it done about a week and a half ago to post while I was on vacation here. But something happened yesterday that really bugged me, and at the same time, it fit perfectly with my golf thought for next week was, it still baffles me. But what I want to do is talk about the price of golf equipment. And for those that follow anybody online or look at anything, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Yesterday, Titleist announced their new Concept irons at a list price of $500. Now, that sounds like a great deal, and it is if you're looking at a set of clubs. Unfortunately, the Concept irons are $500 each. That would mean for a set of 8 irons, you are looking at $4,000. I added up the stuff in my golf collection yesterday, and I don't even have anywhere near $4,000 in equipment, period. I don't even think at full list retail as new, it would have been $4,000. But that just led me into continuing my thought from the previous video of how much is too much to spend on golf equipment. And the simple answer is 99% of the people that play the clubs that that cost that much money get them for free. Either they're social media people, or they are professional golfers, or they're and when I say professional golfer, I mean tour player, the ones that'll give them the exposure. The other, another chunk of those are probably high-ranking, high-profile teaching pros, things like that, where Titleist actually has a contract with the people, or Callaway and the Epic Sub. They have a deal with the local pro, that type of thing. I don't think it is ever a good idea for anybody below an elite amateur player to ever invest that much into the game of golf, because it should be about playing more golf, not playing different clubs, if that makes sense. Now, there is that niche market of that 1%, and we'll refer to them as the 1% because that's who they are. They will buy the biggest, latest, greatest name brand club just so they can have the shock and awe value when they hit them. They're not going to make them play any better. They're not going to make them play any worse. They're just expensive. So for the person that has the $200,000 a year country club full tilt boogie membership, $4,000 for a set of irons is probably nothing big. But for the average Joe, you, me, everybody else watching this, because, well, that's who watches this, it's ludicrous. It's crazy. It's nuts. Do not even think about buying these. Don't even go get fitted for them. Send the industry a message. It's too much. When you've got companies out there cranking out super duper quality clubs in the sub $500 range, how on earth could you not opt for that over $500 a club? When you have companies kicking out, I'm going to use Tour Edge as an example here, a $300 driver that compares to the $500 and $600 drivers. $300 is still a chunk of change. But if you need that tech and you want that tech and you think it will help you play better, use the $300 club first. Try it out. Get fitted. Get a demo. Do it. But smart shop. Please, please, please. Don't just go out there and buy the latest and greatest name thinking that your score will drop. If you really want to decrease your scores, pick up something like the Shot Scope or the Golf Pad GPS or any of the other free apps that are out there. Track your game. See where the holes are. You're going to find maybe your driver distance is a little short, but that doesn't penalize you. It's where you're missing the green, and then 3-putting. Take a putting lesson. If you are, great from 150 in, but outside of 150 to 200 yards, you're missing everything, Let's look at hybrids. Let's look at long irons. Let's look at maybe something like the Cobra One length on clearance. It's easy stuff to do. But you need to know where the holes in your game are before you start trying to fill them. I can plead guilty as charged to this one. I've gone through a couple of drivers in the last few seasons looking for the magic club. There is no magic club. All I did was found one that eliminated my miss. And that's the big part there, is that I went into my fitting looking to eliminate the left shot, the one that goes to the left off of my Wilson heads. I have done that. My driving isn't any better. It isn't any worse. It's just eliminated the left side of the hole, which, you know, that's exactly what I needed to do. I had a little bit of a pull going with the Wilson heads, probably because they sit a little bit closed. Okay, but I shopped on clearance. I bought last year's model, and I got a good deal on it. You can do the same thing. Don't spend $500 on a club. It's completely nuts, especially when you can still pick up last year's models, most of them still fully fitted, or something new like the Tour Edge EXS. Looks like a fantastic club. If you're needing wedges or irons, shop some off brands. I've heard some amazing things about new level wedges. I've heard amazing things about sub 70 wedges. I've heard amazing things about Tommy Armour. That's the one that's available through Dick's. And I mean, they are not expensive clubs. They're sub $100 level clubs, but they play just as good as the $150, $200, $250 wedges that are out there. So, golf thought for the week. How much is too much to spend on golf equipment? I would love to hear from you, whether you want to leave a comment down below, whether you want to send me an email, backinthefairway@gmail.com, or if you just want to follow the conversation on Twitter. As soon as this video goes live, I will post a thread on there as well. How much is too much, and what do you expect to get out of it if you do put that much into it? Love to hear your thoughts. And again, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, if you have a chance, hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in the next video.